Oh my god, hello. Okay. Let me change the screen. Oh, I should probably get my VTuber up on the screen. That's probably helpful.
Are you live?
Yeah, we're live. I just totally didn't pull my VTuber up on screen. let me turn down the music. It's really loud. Okay. I'm so proud of myself.
At us, two scuffed streamer girls trying to figure things out.
Trying to get everything working. It's still not open. It's not opening.
Honestly, don't even worry. If anybody understands scuff, it's me.
I'm so glad.
Like, you don't even know.
It's okay. The one like big scuff stream I had was I was trying to stream for a fundraiser at my grandparents' house, and my grandpa came in and was like, "It's bedtime. Go to bed." I'm like, "Bro, I just started." Thank you so much for the follow. Let me move the follow box. Everything is very scuffed.
Oh, Bloxy! Hi, Bloxy!
Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I'm moving the notification thing. It's gonna go off again. I can tell that for a fact.
Oh my god, I love your background.
Like, I had it commissioned. And it's really cute.
See, how are you?
Oh, I'm like,
You
it's fine. It's fine.
have a squid attached to your face, ma'am?
You know, just a normal Monday. I totally planned this out so well.
I know. Half the time, actually, not gonna lie, 100% of the time on my streams, I do not set anything up beforehand.
Oh, I always forget. I'm very forgetful when it comes to that stuff. Okay.
Hey, how was stream? What did you do?
Yeah.
Fun?
Also, thank you for the follow in the first time chat. My desk looks so like chaotic right now.
Covered in food.
It's like I have my charcuterie plate next to me and then chips in front of me.
Stream for 14 hours.
Dang, I cannot.
Look at that girl. Oh my god.
That's every achievement that I want. Okay.
Was it a subathon?
Ooh, was it a sub? Because like that again. Full credit to you, man. To make my little bread cheese thing. Streams
Your
a bit
model is so adorable.
Thank you.
I love the little gap in the teeth. That's so cute.
That's actually real. That's why I did it.
Oh my god, there's not enough tooth gap representation.
Mm-mm. I'm trying to be kicked out. I feel that.
She was trying out kick.
Oh, trying out kick.
Hanging out with friends.
Ooh,
I'm glad you had fun.
that's awesome. Okay, so how we're gonna start this is, what are you eating today? Because I've literally just been chewing.
You've just been chewing in my ear this whole time. Cat girl eating ASMR. I am a goblin, so what I have with me is I have goldfish, and I have Mountain Dew, and I have a water bottle full of energy drink.
Love it.
Because a can isn't enough.
Love it. Love it. Love it. I have a charcuterie board with Swiss cheese, salami, some bread, and some fruit because trying to eat better. And then in front of me I have salt and vinegar chips, but that doesn't count.
You're like so healthy, and then I'm just like, I have garbage, and I consume this garbage.
I was gonna get a burger from McDonald's, but then I realized how expensive McDonald's is. I was like, not paying that. I mean, like, $20 for a meal? Nah, I'm good. It's a little expensive on the side.
Yeah, McDonald's has gotten super expensive lately.
I'm actually so upset. Because McDonald's is like the place I always went to. To you know, get the cheap stuff.
Exactly. That was like the cheap option for when you didn't want to cook, and now it's like, there's $20 for a burger.
It's so annoying because like,
but yeah.
no offense to like Del Taco and Taco Bell, they're cheap, but sometimes you know you just don't want a burrito every day.
Honestly, not gonna lie, I am that type of person that can eat Taco Bell every day.
Bro, I have a controversial opinion. Ready? I like Del Taco more than Taco Bell.
Honestly, I can't judge you because of the fact I've never had Del Taco.
Really?
Yeah, I've never had it.
Oh my god. I feel that though. I have to turn you. I'm turning you up. There, now they can hear everything.
Loud. They can hear my breathing.
You'll have to suffer the same way I am. They're hearing everything. Well, yeah. I don't know, with Taco Bell, like, I think it's because in high school I ate Taco Bell and like a Monster drink like twice a day for like 6 months, and that's like why I can't drink energy drinks anymore. Because I like destroyed my body.
Okay, honestly, same. I also had Monster energy drinks for breakfast every day for 6 months while I was working at my last job. It was my breakfast going into work every morning. And yeah.
You know, like sometimes it gets you through the day. That's just what you need.
I worked with kids at my last job, so I really needed the caffeine. I'm
so glad we can talk about this because we've both worked with kids.
Oh my god, really?
Because I worked for a children's theater. Which, you know, very creative kids. I have very interesting stories, so we will definitely be talking about the interesting kid stories because kids are honest.
Oh my god, yes.
But first, we're gonna get into our food topics. Okay? Have you had a like bad food experience at a restaurant?
Okay, yes, actually. Just recently, me and one of my partners went to Taco Bell to get food for ourselves, and we didn't check the bag.
Oh no!
Before getting home, and they ended up, not only was it the wrong order, but it was not enough food for both people, and she was so angry that she drove back and she put on her angry music. She was like Cruella DeVille hunched over the steering wheel like, move out of the way, Triss's Taco Bell got messed with.
I just think of the move, bitch, get out of the way, and just in the car.
With her, yes, she was like, get the fuck out of the way, you don't fuck with my Taco Bell, and I'm like, so she gets there, and the funny part is they messed up our order, gave us the wrong order. There were only 2 cars in the whole restaurant in the drive-thru, so like out of 2 possible people,
they fucked up that bad. Oh my god.
Yes.
I mean, like that's kind of like applause for them. Like that's a talent. Like I would understand if like they were overpacked, like the carpool lane, not the right lane, the drive-through lane being like fully like with like over 20 cars. Like I would have understood like a mistake, but the fact there was 2, wow. go Taco Bell.
Yeah, no. That's what I said. I was like, you have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. You got it wrong.
Like, write it down at that point.
Even read our order back to us before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, y'all.
I had... oh my god. I went to Cheesecake Factory.
Oh no.
And already, I'm a very indecisive person. So, with Cheesecake Factory having the big menu as they do, where there's like a million things, I was already overwhelmed. And I was with a group of my friends, and we were all gonna just order, like, each order one thing and then, like, split it between all of us, because there was, like, enough of us to do that. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just get, like, a simple thing. I'll get, like, spaghetti meatballs. Super easy. Everyone likes it. Because I was gonna get something I wanted, but I already knew, like, 3 people wouldn't eat it. So I was like, I'll just, compensate for my friends. And this dude comes to take our order. Already horrible vibes from this guy. And, like, because he was just staring at my group of friends. Like, apparently we're being really rude, which we weren't. Because we heard him talking to one of his coworkers. He's like, yeah, I really hate that table. They're just really loud and rude, and they're, like, making fun of other customers. We weren't. We were not at all doing that. And so he was just really mean. And so, like, he came and delivered our food. I'm that person that refuses to send food back because I always feel bad because I've worked in food before. So, like, I hate being that person of being like, oh yeah, this isn't the right thing. Like, can I send it back, please? I hate being that person. It makes me so uncomfortable. And so he came and he put down the spaghetti and meatballs. And so I just want to ask you, when you think of spaghetti and meatballs, what do you think of? Thank you so much for the follow, Dragon. Like, you expect, like, a good chunk of, spaghetti and, 3 to 4 meatballs if they're big enough. Yeah, I got one meatball. You're good. I got one meatball. That was the size. Yeah, one meatball the size of a golf ball. And I was shocked. I was beyond. I didn't know what to say. Like, he literally sat it down, made eye contact with me. Like, he knew. He knew he gave me only one meatball. And so, of course, I pick up the pasta. And I'm an Italian, so, like, spaghetti meatballs is, like, a huge part of my culture. And so I pick up the spaghetti, and I'm like, maybe they hit it. Maybe they hit the meatballs under the spaghetti. Like, let me lift this up and, like, see. No. One meatball. Size of a golf ball. So, already not big enough. And so, I, like, wave over the waiter. He looks pissed. And I'm just like, is there any chance I could get, like, more meatballs in my spaghetti and meatballs? And he was like, well, we'd have to charge you extra.
What?
Yeah.
No, that is not spaghetti and meatballs, plural. It should come with... Oh my god.
And, like, I'm already, like, social anxiety, like, to the roof. I don't like talking to new people I've never talked to before. And especially, like, face to face. And so I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm like, how do I continue this conversation without sounding like an asshole? And thankfully my friend stepped in and was like, well, you only gave them one meatball. Like, can we talk to your manager? Like, and so I'm sitting there like, oh my god, she pulled the Karen card. Like, I was like, I was like, what's happening? And I was at that point where, like, I was so done with it where I was like, yeah, no, it's fine. I'm okay with my one meatball. And yeah, so I did get more meatballs. And I didn't get charged extra. But I remember sitting there going, what went through his head? Like, I'm, like, so curious on what he asked the chef to do. Like, did he just say, like, oh yeah, they requested only one meatball? Like, and I worked at an Italian restaurant, and, like, that, people like that exist. Where they only want one meatball. And that's fine. I'm not one of those people. I like my meatballs.
So much more wild than my Taco Bell story. Oh my.
Okay, but the Taco Bell story is funny though because again, you were the only two cars.
Yeah, we were the only two girls. Hi, Chris. How are you, baby? I told her. I talked about the Taco Bell.
Oh, is this the partner?
Yeah.
The dubbed the partner.
This be the girlfriend. This be the angry girlfriend in the car.
That was me. That's so cute. No, I'm like, that blew me away. Like the fact that like, cause again, I've been to Taco Bell and they've messed up my order, but like I don't blame them because like there's been like 14 cars ahead of me and like, you know, that's a lot of orders. But the fact that you guys were just, it was you and one other car. Oh my god. Like Taco Bell, get your shit together.
I do have another like insane food story.
Lay it on me.
But okay, this wasn't the fault of the staff.
Mhm.
This was my family. Okay?
We love that. We love the crazy family restaurant stories.
Oh yeah, that's true. Trust me, we're the first car.
Oh my god, wait, you guys were the first car too?
Yeah.
Okay, they have no excuse to mess that up then.
So bad.
Oh yes, your family, story.
No, you're good. I get distracted so easily.
Same.
I try to read every comment in chat always, so whether I'm in a class.
By the way, the restaurant was Cheesecake Factory for the people who just joined.
Amazing.
Not even Italian restaurant, literally just Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, so this was also at an Italian restaurant. We were at an Italian restaurant. I can't remember the name of it. It was like a kind of fancier place because all of the family was chipping in. And my grandmother, okay, she is like, okay, so you know a Karen? She's the mega Karen. She's the final boss, okay, of the Karens.
So she's the Granny Karen. Got it.
Yes. And so the waiter brought out food, I guess. I can't remember what she ordered, some kind of pasta, but like it was like not heated enough to her liking. So she grabbed the waiter's arm. She grabbed this man and she goes, "You better take that back and you better make it hotter. I'm talking to your manager." And the guy comes back out later. I guess he told his manager what happened. He comes back out later with like a filet mignon. Or not filet mignon.
Like the blowtorch?
The blowtorch like pudding stuff.
Yeah.
That's that. He comes back out with that. And gives it to her, and it's on the house because, you know, apologies for any inconvenience, ma'am. And she goes, "I don't want it," and she pushes it across the table, like almost flings it. And I'm just like, can we leave now? Can we just go?
Bro.
No.
Families, like, no matter if like you have a good or a bad family, your family will always embarrass you in a restaurant no matter what.
Yeah. But my grandmother,
Oh, I think we lost your audio. Uh-oh.
Did you?
Yeah, wait, repeat what you said. We lost your audio for a bit.
No. I said, hang on a second, I'm chewing.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, so, yeah, my grandmother, like, I get that families embarrass families at restaurants. But how many people can say, "Oh yeah, my grandmother physically assaulted the waiter, grabbed his arm"?
No, I can't say I've had that experience. That's crazy.
I was in shock. I was like, dude, are we gonna have the police? Like, what's we just leave?
Bro, what the fuck? It's the fact of like
cheese? Yes, I'm eating cheddar and goldfish.
Not the fact that your grandma didn't have the temperature of the pasta that they wanted, but the fact that they grabbed the waiter's arm and went, "Take this back," or like, "It's not hot enough," or something like that. I was like, oh my god.
And then like flinging the apology-free dessert across the table, like,
Mhm.
no, I don't want it. Like, oh my god.
I literally refuse to go out and eat with my mommy and pop. They're not like insane or anything, but the way she's going back and forth consistently the whole time. My grandma does that.
Oh, why? Why are boomers?
So we make this joke all the time in my family. My aunt has a curse where like she always doesn't get the food she wants, or it's like comes out cold, or something's wrong with it, and it's like been a consistent thing like my entire life. And so for like the past like 5 years, it has not happened, and so she's been good. But like recently, I went to go visit them, and we went to this seafood place because we went to Monterey Bay, and they're like raving about the seafood place, that like it's the best seafood they've ever had, and like they're really excited to show me and my sister this like amazing seafood place, and so we're like ready to go. And of course, they bring our food out like an hour later after we've ordered. And my aunt's food is cold. My other aunt's like steak wasn't fully cooked, although like it wasn't cooked the way she wanted it. It was overdone and not medium. And so I instantly look, and this is when my grandma comes in. I instantly look at my aunt and I go, "Oh no, your curse is back!" And my grandma like hits me on the back of the head, and she goes, "You can't say that." And I'm like, what can I say that? And she goes, "Well, this staff decided not to bring my daughter the food that she wanted." I was like, "She got the food she wanted. It just was cold." Like, I'm like, I don't see why this is a big problem. And she's just like, is calling over the manager, and of course like my aunt and my uncle are being very nice about it, because they're like we eat here all the time, like we're not holding this against you guys, like we'll come back. This is just, we want to tell you what's going on so you guys can fix it for future. And like they totally appreciated that. My grandma was throwing a fit, like a little pity party for herself.
No.
And I was
no,
like,
that's the worst.
I had to keep holding her back because she was gonna say something to the poor staff member who didn't know what was going on. But they were also like fully packed, so we didn't blame them. Oh my god, it was so funny. I was like, I feel like I have to have her on like a leash. Like at any moment she's gonna snap. Like get a sign that says "Beware Grandma." Like oh, it's so bad. She's a crack up, because she still is like, she's trying to figure out, like she'll ask me, because I came out to them, right? And she's like asking me terms and stuff, and then I'll explain like terms to her, and then she's like, "Well, I don't get it still." And I'm like, I literally just explained it to you. I'm like, I feel like I need to get one of those kids books that's like about the LGBTQ community, but for like toddlers. And I think that's how I'm gonna get her to understand.
My grandma knows I like girls, and at first she really didn't accept it, but finally got used to it. She's like, "Just don't mention it around me." And but she's also racist, so like I don't think she's gonna be accepting any other LGBTQ stuff. And I'm just like, I want to have a cage to stick her in when grandma's being racist. Go to the cage.
Yep. Oh, I got a full handful of family members that are racist, you know. I don't know what the word is for because like they're anti-vaxxers, but like they argue this so their whole reasoning, and I'll get into this because it's really funny, and I've just been cracking up about this for like the past like year and a half of my life. They proceeded, because I was talking about how, you know, I got vaccinations because like of my asthma, because I have horrible breathing problems and I can't breathe when I walk upstairs. So you know, getting sick is probably not the best, especially like a sickness that, you know, attacks your lungs. Probably not the best thing for me. So I was talking about that with this certain family member, and she goes, "Sweetie, vaccinations don't do anything for bacterial infections." And I like stopped, and I'm like, yeah, of course they don't do anything for bacterial infections. I was like, 'cause that's what antibiotics are for. Vaccinations are for viruses. But okay. And she proceeded to pull out like an entire like Google chart explaining to me that I was wrong. And it's just,
The
it was
Google doctor.
funny. Because it was literally like antibodies, like things that get into your system for like colds. And she was like, yeah, vaccinations don't help with colds. And I'm like, yeah, they don't. That's what antibiotics are for. And I'm like shocked because like I don't know how that brain was able to process that kind of like storyline. But also, you know, I also am a hard believer of like people who believe in the conspiracy theories that are like the most crazy. I applaud them because I cannot think that way.
That is what we have to Equal Fortress. Also, she says, my pop ordered a steak medium rare even though he wanted medium because last time they overcooked it and got mad when it was medium rare.
Wait. He wanted medium rare.
Yeah.
And then got mad when it See, family's weird, man. Like they do this kind of shit. Oh my god. Do you have any, since you worked with kids, do you have any like food kid stories, like things that, because I have a couple.
Oh my god, yes.
Please relay the tale.
So it's kind of gross because I work with toddlers primarily.
Okay.
Okay, so they would get food everywhere, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like they would take the plate. One in particular really loved to take the plate and dump it all over the food and then cry that she was hungry. And I'm like, what?
I love kids.
Like immediately after was crying that she couldn't get more, and I'm like, same thing on the cart as was on your plate. It's the same thing.
Love kids. They're so dorky.
Oh my god. I can concur though that like they all hate Jello. All of them hated Jello. I could get one single one to eat Jello when it was Jello for snack day. They just hated it.
That's what day clothes
would
for.
start crying.
No, yeah, Jello's gross.
I don't like Jello either.
I know they're just kids, but man, I don't have the patience to be around them. I get that. I can handle 2.
You handle like 2 for a few hours. Yeah, that's valid. I watched 8 on a daily
Jello
basis.
slaps though. I don't know. I think it's because I've been traumatized as a kid. Because I live in an Italian Mexican household, and like one of the main desserts in Italian culture is like Jello cake. And it's it's so gross. And I think it's just maybe it wasn't prepared right, but also I don't really like it's just the texture thing for me. It's like when you bite into it and you can like slush it through your teeth. Oh, I hate it.
Oh no.
Like
No.
One of my food kid stories. So I worked for a theater camp. So it was like the whole process of you would cast. So you would audition, then you would cast, then you would do rehearsals, then, you know, dress rehearsal, and then show. And I worked for the Little Camp. So I did ages from 5 to, I think I did like 15. So 5 to 15, and they were like split into different groups. So like 10 to 15 would be in one group, and then 9 to 5 would be in a different group. So I was working with the 9 to 5-year-olds. And we were in snack time because we were halfway through our day, and kids are pulling out their snacks. I have mine. I'm walking around and I'm eating like a granola bar, and this kid literally, like, I'm not even exaggerating, like pulls out like an entire bag, starts pulling out like Tupperware after Tupperware, and has like 16 Tupperwares around him, and he's like slowly opening them. And I go over and I'm like, hey, like, what you got there? You know, trying to deal with conversation. He goes, this is a 4-course meal ready for anybody. Like, dead serious. I was like, this little like 7-year-old. I was like, a 4-course meal for snack time. Like, we're not doing lunch because literally after snack it's like 2 more hours and then you're done for this camp. And I was like, I'm like, I don't think you have time to eat all of that. And he goes, well, I might share it with people. And I'm like, okay.
That's cute.
I'm like, so are like, who are you gonna share it with? Like, all your friends and the cast? And he goes, I said might, so I still don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm just like, oh my god, okay. I was like, good for you, man. You know.
This kid is a mood and a half.
And, you know, he did end up sharing it, but like I just remember like, it literally was like in one Tupperware, like I don't even remember what the food is, but it was literally a 4-course meal. So it was like he had appetizers and then he had like 2 different types of dinner and then desserts. And I was like, I want to know like what was going on with his parents' minds. Like if the parents were just like, oh, my child's gonna starve at this like 4-hour camp, like. But yeah, that's one of my favorites. Is this kid pulling out like 16 Tupperwares of just food.
For a 4-hour camp? Oh,
for a 4-hour
my
camp. Also, teaching 5-year-olds how to act is probably one of the hardest things. Because, and I bet you know this, kids like to ask why a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And so one of the camps, the show we were doing was The Princess and the Pea. And my little boy that I was working with, who's playing the prince, kept asking me, how can she feel the pea under, 20-something matches? Mattresses, not matches. Sorry, English is hard. Mattresses. And I just look at him and I'm like, well, that means she's a true princess. And he goes, that doesn't exist. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what do you think it is? And he goes, I think she's just really sensitive. And I went, that's pretty much what I said. But yes, oh yeah, you're totally right. And he goes, so I don't think the prince would like her. And I'm like,
oh my god.
And I was like, well, we can't change the script. Because it's not
Child
ours.
is roasting this poor princess.
Literally, he's like,
do?
he's like, oh, she feels a pee under 20 mattresses. Not my type. This little like, he's like 8. He's adorable. But like, I was like, damn. I was like, well, you can pretend to like her. And he was like, I have a better idea. And I was like, okay. He goes, I'm gonna be secretly in love with a maid, but I'll pretend to like her. And I was like,
oh my god.
okay. I was like,
child.
Sure. It was like stuff like that. Like I had a kid who wanted to be a fairy ninja princess.
You know what?
And I was like,
power
sure.
to them. I hope they achieve their goal one day.
And I was like, you know what? I love it. We found a costume for them that worked, and I was like, you're a background character. At this point, I really don't care. I'm like, you're playing a villager. I think you're playing, like, Villager B. I think you have, like, 2 lines.
I better see a fairy princess ninja VTuber in the future then.
That'd be so epic.
Cause that would be that child, probably.
It would be that child.
You just be like, hey, I know you.
Be like, don't dox me, don't say my real name. When I was in 2nd grade, I wanted to be a crossing guard when I grew up. Oh, we can talk about this. Do you have, because that brings up a really fun segue. Because did you have any weird, like, aspirations as a kid? Like, I know, like, people have, like, the normal ones, which is, like, I want to be president and astronaut.
Honestly, since I'm reading chat, I'm gonna say I also way
Pudding number no. I love pudding.
I liked pudding as well. I have pudding downstairs at the moment, and I might eat it later.
Banana pudding. Yeah.
So when I was a kid,
I don't know if I had any weird ones. But I know I wanted to be a vet at one point, but then I wanted to be a vet for a solid 3 years until I realized vets have to put animals down sometimes. Yep. And I was like, no, now I want to be a singer. And my mom's like, why don't you want to be a vet anymore? I was like, I can't kill an animal.
I feel that.
I can't do that. Don't make me do that.
Dude, I feel that on so many levels. I don't know. I had 2 weird ones. Like, I wanted to be... I wanted to be Will Ferrell. As a kid.
What?
Yeah. So when I was a kid, like the Christmas movie we would watch all the time was Elf. And as a kid, I loved that movie. I still do. It's still a freaking good movie. But the way that my parents would get me around, like the concept of what an actor was, is they would explain to me like who was playing them and then introduce me to other roles. And so as a kid, when you're in like first grade or second grade, and they're like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" and they give you like that piece of paper and you're supposed to write it down. I literally wrote Will Ferrell. And my teacher looks at me and goes, "So you want to be an actor?" And I was like, No, I don't want to be an actor. I want to be Will Ferrell." I was a persistent child. The rest of mine are pretty normal. Pop star, lawyer, CSI agent. Ooh, CSI agent is interesting. Movie director.
I
And I
wanted
want
to be a
chef.
forensic scientist at one point.
Ooh. Oh. I wanted. This kind of ties into my literal character. I wanted to be a detective for like the longest of my child aspirations. And now I'm a theater major.
Yes, and now technically you are.
Hey, you know what? I am. I'm a cat detective. An Italian detective. You know what? I get to spread my chaos to people. But yes. I wanted to be Will Ferrell. And then Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. But also that was purely just because I watched Iron Man. And, as a kid, the concept of being rich is like the best thing in the world. And then I said, fuck it, and became a dragon. You know what?
The cutest dragon.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I always wanted to be an actor. Like, not, like, to perform for people, but literally just, like, the person, the actor. I went through weird phases. Okay. Segueing. Do you have any, like pet peeves that, like, are, just the worst? Like, when someone does it, you're just like, oh, why are you doing that?
Okay, so my main one is lying. I can't stand lying. I am so honest that if I ever lie, I immediately feel guilt and have to, like, tell the truth or I'll burst, like, immediately, right away. Yeah, but so when other people lie to me, I'm just like, man, like it hurts, it cuts deep, and also, like, it just angers me. And something that doesn't cut deep but does just anger me is when people, like, don't take into account other people's emotions. Like they are like, oh, I'm sorry that you feel that way, and it's like, no.
I get that.
Regardless of if you think you were the wrong or not, you need to apologize for hurting somebody, and that goes for, like, anybody. Like, I don't like when people don't take accountability for hurting somebody.
I feel like I'm the same way, except I internalize it different because, like, because I'm a technical theater major, I get to watch all the drama unfold behind the scenes. And then I'm that person that will watch that unfold and enjoy it in the moment. And then I'm like, oh, those two should apologize to each other because they both just hurt each other in so many ways. And I can name all of them because I just watched it happen. Classic theater people things.
I always wanted to be a theater kid when I was in high school and, like, younger, but I was always too shy, and now I'm extroverted, but
let's go.
Well, I'm a socially awkward extrovert. I don't know if that's the thing, but that's what I am.
I'm an introverted extrovert, so.
I
have, like,
what was the topic we were just talking
about?
Pet peeves. Yeah. Pet peeves. Right. I was gonna say another one I hate. This one is specific to VTubing, but when people, or even outside of VTubing, this one can apply for, when somebody wants to be your friend, but they don't want to be your friend. They have this end goal of wanting to date you. Like, they only see you as, like, someone to date, and it hurts when you find that out, because you're like, I thought we were friends, and, like, this is all I'm good for you. Wow, what's wrong with just being friends,
Or they just use you for clout.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yes, yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. I was just about to say that when for VTubers, when people are friends with VTubers, but they don't actually give a shit. They're just looking for clout, and so at every opportunity they just promote themselves on your streams and stuff like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for helping people out. Like I'm just like, hey, my community is all about like, hey, supporting others, but like if all somebody does is come in and promote themselves and not engage in the community in any other
Mm-hmm.
way, I get very annoyed.
No, I'm the exact same way. Like, especially doing this podcast, I get that I'm like a really small VTuber. Um, and so when I message people, I'm like I have this like obligation to make sure that they know that I'm doing this because I want to get to know them better as a friend, and I'm not doing it for clout. Like yes, I'm doing it for the content because I find conversations with people, especially conversations I have with people, always end up being really ridiculously funny or very chaotic. But I'm never doing it to be like, I'm better than you and you're gonna give me more followers and clout and all of this stuff. Like, no, I hate when people do that. It makes me so sad. And like, I like, with my community, you know, we're looking for the mystery. I need to find a better catchphrase. It's so cringy. It's literally like, I keep accidentally like saying phrases from like Scooby-Doo, and I'm like, I'm gonna get like canceled.
Adorable. What do you mean?
But yeah, like it's like I want to find the mysteries and I want to, you know, make a community of friends. Like that's my goal.
You're adorable.
Thank you. You
Sorry,
are too.
my other girlfriend just woke up. I'm sorry. You're also adorable, but I was talking to her.
I know I am. I know I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I have the same problem. I also have like the smaller one, which is like I don't know. I have this big problem because I'm a college student when a teacher is writing on a whiteboard and the whiteboard marker squeaks. I can't do it.
No.
It freaks me out. I get like shivers all the way down my body and I literally like flinch, like physically. I'm like, oh my god.
That hurts me. That actually physically hurts me. That chalk on chalkboards and markers on paper, all of that hurts.
No. Yeah, markers don't bother me as much, but it's when the marker squeaks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. But also because again, I'm a technical theater person. When audio is bad, so like one of my friends, they're also a streamer, and I try so hard to like tune into their Twitch streams because I want to be a good friend. But oh my god, they need a better mic. Their mic literally sounds like they're in a tin can. And it pops and it cracks and it's like, oh, it's so bad. And it's so sad because like he's like, oh, did you watch my stream? And I'm like, I tried. I'm like, get a better mic.
Pop Rice Krispies.
Like I can't. Like it hurts my head, and I want to be a good friend, but it's hard.
Have you? I think you should like kindly suggest, like in a polite way, be like, hey, have you ever thought about getting a new mic, or you probably need a new mic for streaming?
Please.
Just being honest, but not
nice about it. You know, it's been like, yeah, that's another like pet peeve I have is when people like aren't on it. Like it kind of goes with your lying one. It's when they're not honest. Like when I do something like wrong and they don't tell me and they proceed to tell people around me like behind my back that I'm like this shit person because of one thing I did, and I'm like, I don't know I did it. Like that makes me so upset because I'm just like, come talk to me. Like if I did something to make you mad, like point it out to me. I have a short-term and long-term memory. I probably don't remember it, but I will apologize.
Yeah, like when people expect you to read their minds to know why they're upset.
Yes, it's like
please, ma'am. Please, ma'am, or sir, or them. Please.
Yeah, I'm like, please, I'm not a mind reader. I wish I was, you know, be Dr. X, you know, Professor X from the X-Men. I would love to read your mind, but I am not. And sometimes I can read body cues, but also body cues can be completely deceiving because someone can literally be happy on the outside and dying on the inside.
Exactly. So sometimes I'm good at picking up social cues and other times I'm not. like going back to the pet peeves thing,
Mm-hmm.
like because I struggle with this, but if somebody's like trying to communicate but they can't, or they're too upset where they're trying to get something out but they can't until they come
Mm-hmm.
down, like that's something. But when people just like shut their emotions away and never talk about it, that bothers me because I'm somebody who's like, hey, you're feeling this way, let's talk it out so it doesn't fester and get worse. I'm that type
Mm-hmm.
of person. Uh, yeah. So
No,
like,
I'm the same way. I don't think people need to bottle up their emotions.
are you looking for the core, Tom? Yes. The house ate it. I swear, I was looking for it this morning.
Bro, I love when my house eats my cords.
CC cords. I love that that's a common problem with
It
houses eating cords.
is. Or I have a Roomba, like the vacuum,
Oh no.
and it literally ate my cord, and I didn't know where my phone charger was for like a solid week until I cleaned out the Roomba and I just found it in its gears, and I was like, oh, found it.
Excuse me, sir.
It just took it. It was like, you know what? And this is mine now. Like a freaking
I'm
toddler.
just gonna have a little treat for myself.
Literally. Oh my god. Okay. Next topic, celebrity crushes.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Did you have any like I don't want to say weird ones, but anyone where like when you tell people they're like,
Oh
why?
hell yeah. She found the cord. Update, she found the cord. The house didn't eat it, I just lose shit easily. That's true. I do lose shit easily.
I do too. I'm that person that will be on the phone with someone, like on my phone, and I literally will be like, oh shit, I lost my phone again. Like,
Oh no. Ask Triss. I lose my phone like every day. At least once a day. I'm like, have you seen your phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Have you seen your phone? Where's my vape? Have you seen my vape?
no, the worst is when you're like actually out in public or at like a very public place, and then you don't remember where you put your phone, and it's in your back pocket.
No, okay, so I was playing Fortnite with friendos last night,
Mm-hmm.
and this was a different controller with a different cord, but like, I was looking for the cord, the end of the cord specifically, for 10 minutes before realizing it was plugged into my controller already, and that's why I couldn't find the end. I was like, where's the end of it? Where's the end of it to plug in? It was already plugged in.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one who will put things in the right place and still lose them. 'Cause I do that way too often, like, especially when I'm cooking. Like, I'll place the spoon that I'm using or the utensil that I'm using down, and then literally 5 seconds later, I'm like, I don't remember where I put it. And it's literally next to the pan. Like,
No, me.
oh, it's so bad.
I understand. I have one brain cell and it's thinking about cheese.
Same. Cheese or pizza? That's me. Like,
Oh, same.
oh god. Okay. Weird celebrity crutches that you've had.
We're celebrity ones. Okay.
I have. If you can't think of any, I have a couple.
For some fucking reason, Frankie Muniz, when I was little, he was
Okay.
just he played in that show Malcolm in the Middle
Mm-hmm.
that used to be popular back in the day.
Yeah.
For some reason him, I don't know why. For some reason I did have a Justin Bieber phase when I was little.
Yeah.
I hate to admit. I was into Twilight so hard when I was like 13. Like embarrassingly hard. Like I had posters up of the characters. I had a shirtless one up of Edward.
We love that.
I still think Taylor Lautner's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's okay looking. He's celebrity crushes nowadays. Cromch.
Sorry.
Jason Momoa.
Oh my god, yeah.
Jenna Ortega.
Mm-hmm.
Best Wednesday, minus the original.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. There's another one. I don't pay as much attention to celebrities as a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
So mainly my type is that if it's a female metal vocalist, I probably have a crush on her. I still have a crush on Avril Lavigne. That never went away.
Makes sense.
Most of these are women.
Oh, no worry, mine are too.
What about you?
I'm a raging lesbian.
Oh, mood. Well, I'm like a bi, but I'm like girls.
In technicality, I'm queer, so I just don't care. But I always refer to myself as a raging lesbian. But yeah, so first time chatter. Hi, Raid. Wait, actually, rah. Oh, I thought this said Raid. I got really excited for a second. No, welcome.
Don't jinx yourself. I may raid you one of these days if we're streaming at the same time.
Bet.
Hi, Kano.
Hi, Kano. Welcome. Thank you for the first time chat.
If you guys haven't already, you should follow the adorable cat detective lady.
Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, so here's my weird one. When I was a kid, kind of my gay awakening. I was kind of in love with the Fox version of not Robin Hood, but the female Maid Marian.
Oh my god. Yes.
Like she was cute. And that does not make me a furry. You know, the classic ones like Tiana, Tina Fey. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. just cause, you know, hot fox lady.
I'm pretty sure everybody has their one furry exception.
Absolutely. You like at least cause like oh my god, I'm sorry. Animators make them cute. That's kind of their fault. Oh my god, Jenna Ortega, because she's just phenomenal in everything she's been in. Being a furry is okay. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not okay, but it's not okay for me. But yeah, oh god, I'm blanking on her name, the actor's name, but she plays Sydney in the Scream movies. And I loved her as a kid when I would watch Scream. That was the only reason I ever got through like horror movies, like the Scream horror movies as a kid, is because I loved Sydney. I thought she was cute, and she's still cute. Like, don't get me wrong. Any other weird ones I had? My straighter ones are weird because it kind of just shows my type. I really liked oh god, what's his face from Hunger Games? Not Peta, the friend, Gale. I think that's his name. Guile. I thought he was cute. And then I saw him in other things, and I was like, damn. I was like, why you hot? And then, you know, Jennifer Lawrence, because I mentioned Hunger Games.
Oh, yes.
Her as, because I'm a Marvel fan, so her as Mystique, like, awakened something in me that I did not know was there.
Yes. yes.
I was like, why are you hot blue? Like, what is happening? I was like, this should not correlate with anything. Campbell?
Like, ma'am, I need you to calm down. It's like, ma'am, you're blue, but you're still, ma'am.
Like, you're cute. Like, why? Why is that happening? Like, that's the other thing. Marvel picks, like, good actresses to play, like, these really hot characters. The blue lady was hot, yes.
Yes, Mystique was gorgeous. Yeah.
But yeah, like there's so many female actresses in Marvel that are like ridiculously hot. Except Captain Marvel. That does nothing for me. Like
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
She-Hulk.
Yeah. Uh, I almost called her. I almost said Scarlett Johansson. We literally just mentioned her. Uh, Scarlet Witch. Wanda.
Yes.
Damn. When I found out that she was playing Wanda, I was like, I don't know. And then I saw her in the outfit, and I was like, I'm okay with that.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she does nothing for me.
I didn't like the short hair on her. Not gonna lie.
The short hair is weird. I get that's what happened in the comic, but still, it's like I just don't think it fits her face shape. If that makes sense. Like,
Totally valid. Different strokes for different folks.
yeah, and I'm like Marvel, it don't work, but okay. I love Monica Rambeau. I think she's hot. No, there's a lot of like celebrities that I'm like, whoo, damn. I'm like, you should not be that pretty.
All girl crewmates in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Literally.
All of them.
Like even Nebula, who's literally like covered in like metal parts, is still hot.
She is.
Like, and that's the thing. Marvel literally has that touch of like, even if they're like fully covered in a color, like they're fully a different color than skin color, like they still can make them look hot. Like, damn.
Like Gamora.
Like Gamora, Nebula, fucking She-Hulk, even in her Hulk form was hot.
Even Mantis.
Mantis with her antennas, yeah, like literally, they're so good at it. It's so shocking. Oh my god. So many female hot people. I think I'm running out of questions. Oh no.
Oh no. If you're running out of questions, oh no.
Oh no. Well, I think this is how we'll wrap it up because I got some stuff to do and a couple other things. But yes, what is your all-time like binge food? Like the food that you know you'll always go to if like it's a bad day or you're just craving it. Like do you have a binge-worthy food?
Yes. Mexican queso. I will eat the entire container in one sitting.
Same. Queso's good. Oh my god. I'm a lasagna. Oh god. Now I'm like thinking about it. Probably lasagna. Pizza, anything. Literally, homemade lasagna has been a part of my life for my entire life, and so homemade lasagna all the way. It's the layering after layering of all cheese.
Honestly, yes. Homemade mac and cheese, like oven baked mac and cheese.
Bro, there's so much food. Like, I feel like food is like always. I think that's why I picked the name of the podcast this way. Is food is always a thing about everyone. Like everyone eats. They kind of have to. And so I love getting people's opinions about food. Like,
yeah.
If you were stranded on an island, like, and there was only one restaurant you could bring with you, what would you bring? Like stuff like that.
Mexican restaurant.
Mexican
For the
restaurant.
queso.
Buco de Beppo would be mine. Big Italian restaurant where the portions are way too big. Oh, that's so good.
The other day, or on Saturday, had like an 18-inch pizza for the first time. No, it was insane. One slice took up an entire plate and was bigger than it.
Bro.
One slice. I was like, whoa, I've never seen a pizza so big in my life. And my girlfriends were like, yeah, like, we love this place. I'm just like, you guys eat this on a daily. But I'm not gonna lie, it was good. It was so good. I would do it again.
Oh my god. There's a pizza place near me called Vincenzo's. And if you get their extra large pizza, it is literally, I think it's like 2 feet by 2 feet. Like a huge pizza. And like it got to the point where we asked them if we could if they could slice it like a normal pizza, and they literally told us no. They literally told them they physically couldn't slice it like a normal pizza because it was so big. Oh my god. No. Pizza can go with anything, honestly. And there's so many variations that you can do.
Well, I'm not a big fan of. This is like the stingy picky eater in me, but
Okay.
I don't like frozen pizza. It has to be either at a restaurant or delivery. I can't do like. I don't know if it's because I ate frozen pizza every day. I lived at my mom's. I don't know, but I just don't like frozen pizza.
I get that. But also, like, you don't know what they actually put in to the pizza when you have a frozen pizza.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's my biggest thing is with being Italian, we make our own pizza dough. And, like, pizza dough should only have literally 3 ingredients. It's water, sugar, and yeast. And that's literally the ingredients for pizza dough. So when I look at frozen pizza dough, like, recipes, like, when they have, like, the what's in it, and, like, for the dough, it's not just flour, water, and, you know, sugar and yeast. It's kind of concerning when there's other things in that kind of dough, and I'm like, what are you putting in this? Why do you have like an entire list of ingredients that you've used? Concerns.
What is fructose corn syrup?
Like, why is there like other types of sugar in this pizza dough? It's
Why
crazy.
is there essence of something else? But not the thing.
I hate when food labels have that where it's like essence of peanuts, and I'm like, what does that mean? Like,
do you just like fucking waft the food, smell sense of the food over
I'm like,
the food?
yeah, did you boil it and put it in a test tube and then just like waft it towards the food you made? Like, essence. Oh, that was just, it's always that confusing. Or it's like, it's the essence. It's the when they use weird wording like that, and I'm like, okay, does it actually have peanuts in it? Why is my phone going crazy? My phone just like buzzed 16 times. I'm like, that actually scared me for a second.
They're coming for your Italian food, which, by the way, if you know how to cook, I would absolutely love. I want to start learning how to cook.
Dude, I'll teach you.
Yes, I want to help one of my girlfriends out in the kitchen since she does most of the cooking, and I feel
that I will. I'll teach you easy, like, cheap options, because that's what I normally cook.
Yes.
Cheapskate. No, I'm down. I'm so down to do that.
This has been so fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad. Thank you so much for coming. Do you wanna shout yourself out so when I edit this on YouTube, you're there?
Alright, do you have the command set up?
Oh wait, I don't. How do I? Oh no, wait. I don't think I have it set up on Twitch.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll just.
Oh wait. No. Cool. You can unraid someone?
That sounds so rude.
That's so mean.
It's like, changed my mind. I'm actually not raiding you.
Like,
that's
no,
so
literally,
mean.
if you do like the / command in your chat, it literally goes raid and then the channel's name and then right below that is unraid.
That's so mean.
That's so rude. Oh my god, that hurts. Like, I would be so upset if like someone unrated. That's just really sad. Okay.
Should probably cry because I'm a crybaby. Not gonna lie.
Imagine raiding someone and they're being rude about it. That is true. If you raid someone and they're being an asshole about it because of like the amount of people, like that's what I would unraid someone. But like, if you just unrated someone because I would have been like, oh shit. Okay, let me get.
The only way I would unraid someone is if I somehow, some way, accidentally raided the wrong person.
Oh, I've done that before.
Oh no!
I'm just gone with it at points where I'm just like, just go with it. It's okay. I'm like, they can't do anything about it. Okay, let me get that set up. Did it work? Yeah, okay, cool. Well, thank you guys so much for coming, and thank you so much for being my guest today. And I hope you had an amazing, amazing time, and thank you so much for chatting with me about all these food and tea topics. And guys, go to, like, most of you guys are from this amazing, lovely, amazing, awesome, cute ass person. But if you're from my fandom, go check them out. I almost said subscribe. Go follow their Twitch. Maybe drop a subscribe. You know, get that money.
Turning pinkers.
Don't worry, I'm like pulling this all out of my ass right now. And thank you guys so much. If you guys like Food and Tea podcast, and you have someone that you want me to do it with, like a VTuber or even just a normal person, like drop their names and I will message them and beg them on all knees and be like, please. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming. Humble, please.
Poor cat girl. Please. I'm just a small cat girl, sir.
I'm just a detective wanting it. But yes, thank you guys so much. I hope you all have an amazing day. Make sure you're looking out for the mysteries of your days, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your days and weekends.